Angels of the universe, that I haven't closed that I need to know here for my client. Thank you. You're putting too much effort into thinking about this person, into the fact that you thought you were going to have a committed relationship with this person. And then you find out that he's been with another friend, so-called friend, but it's friends with benefits and whatnot. Okay. When is it going to be for me, you ask? When is it going to be my turn? Well, your turn is there. It's just that you happen to make the wrong turns. Maybe you're supposed to go straight, you're supposed to go left, and you make a right. One cinch of a notion to make certain changes, and that's when we talk about predictions. Certain things can change, certain things cannot. But again, we have predicted the change that you were going to have in this, and yet you still took it. Maybe there's going to be someone that is going to tell you about a job, whether you're heading, or someone, that is a friend of yours will say, hey, I heard they're hiring here. And so then you're going to be rethinking about that. I'm not sure if it's necessarily there in the same city that you're in, trying to hold you to stay there. Any person that's trying to hold you in that city is going to be because, let's face it, it's good to know that you're there. Sometimes people do it on a selfish reason, say, oh, well, you know what, I can find you a place, or I can find you, they're taking applications here, and so there you go. But is it that friend a true friend? Sometimes they tell you certain things because they see your devastation and whatnot, and they're not being friends. They're just doing it because it makes them feel better. There are friends that can do that to you. There's no such thing as friends. I've always said that, right? And that's because it is so. It is so. It's how you presume the person and how they also perceive you. They are friends that can be like sister bond, brother bond, and things like that. But it takes a notion to know those things. But most of the times, there are a lot of friends that are just including family members that are negative toward us. Let me see why I see this. Yeah, I don't understand. Because I don't see, if you feel that you're going to move or leave, I don't see it. I don't know if you're going to say, fuck this, let me just do what I need to do here. And then I don't see the work environment even yet. I don't think you're going to be content with the work environment or the living arrangements here. I'm not sure if you're living with a family member right now. And I see chaos going on there even. Again, I don't think that you should be living with family members, but that's your choice, right? I don't think that you should be living with anybody. You should be on your own. You're independent enough, and you're mature enough, and you're strong enough, but that will be your choice. I just feel that you're contemplating a lot of things here. You're not happy in love relationship. You're not happy with the family, because the family is going to give you dramas and problems. If you are waiting on that person to come and travel with you, I don't think that person is in the same state of mind as you are. I think that person is a little bit liberal, wants to be free will and whatnot. The holidays are coming, and they might tell you, wait, let's wait after the holidays. Let's do this. And I don't see you traveling in November. I don't. I feel that there's going to be stall either from you and or because of that family member. I also feel that someone else is going to come and say, it could even be a family member or a friend that's going to come and say, they're hiring here. Why don't you take a temporary job here and then slowly move out of whatever it is that you want to move off or move on. Okay. And so I feel that that's what's coming in here for you. I sincerely will, you know, what I would say is go and get some assistance. Go and get some assistance. Get some assistance through the government so you can get somewhere to live. So you don't have to be living with anybody if you still want to stay in that same city. I will not recommend it, but I, I don't see this movement coming anytime soon here for some reason. I think that there's going to be a stall due to other people and you allowing it to be, okay? So and also I feel, because again there's going to be conflicts, but I also feel that this Scorpio is going to make a return in your life, because see, in your spreads it's all about him being in your path, in your relationship status, more than anything and anybody. But with conflicts, with headaches, with problems, with fights, depression, hard sleepless nights, I don't know if you're drinking more than usual, but I know he is. I don't know about you. If you are, you better slow it down and slow your roll, because he is not worth you doing anything that does not constitute your behalf. Now, and so I feel that there's going to be all these delays. The holidays are coming. You want to be different. You want to look different. You feel that something comes in you that you want to inspire to do better, right? Within that, and say, you know what? Let me just give this another chance. Well, how many more chances are you going to give and take? It's not actually chances. How many risks are you going to take? Okay. Now, there is, and I keep seeing this. I keep seeing an earth sign, and I also keep seeing this Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. These two people, you're going to have something to do in their life eventually, one way or the other, because they're going to cross path. It's been steady here in the reading, so it will be there, and including this water sign. Okay, this Scorpion, the person that you're inquiring about. But unfortunately, the longer you keep holding to this energy, the longer it will keep you away from what is to be or what is to come, that it should be better for you. Okay, because he's still going to find a way to get in, and you're still going to let it in, and that's going to be the factor of your defaults, of your job environment and whatnot. I do feel also that, you know sometimes when people do spiritual work for other people, it will affect the person that they are inquiring or that they're in love with, right? So for example, let's say one of the women that this water sign's been with done something on him, because they've done, and normally they will say, well, they're not with me because of this other woman, which is you. So guess what? Not only will they do him, but they will also do shit on you. Okay? And again, I will tell you, just because I tell you that does not mean that you're going to say, okay, this is why I'm this way. No. You have your own goodwill. You're strong enough to let not those things in. But again, it can affect to an extent. It can, depending on how they done certain things. Okay? More sometimes what will happen is that it will affect more when the person that we love is doing things to us. Okay, because that's energy given. You're letting that person do the good and the bad, and sometimes it doesn't even take a ritual or spiritual to happen, a ritual or a spell to happen, because sometimes it takes only the notion of us getting our own thoughts. If we sit in our own space and put our heart, body, soul, and mind together, you can actually be about in the spiritual sense for ourselves, and also for that person that we want, or we want to push, or we want to bring. Now, yeah, I don't see that trip taking place. Now, this could also be one of those predictions that you decide to say, fuck it, it's going to happen, and then it happens. Because that's what predictions are. Certain predictions can and are allowed to change. I keep saying these things to you in this reading for for whatever reasons, I feel that it's something that you're going to align yourself and say, I'm doing things this time different. So it will be up to you then what it is. Um, a lot of times when I say that is because I'm giving the right away to the client. I know what the changes are, but sometimes if I say it is because the guys are telling me, okay, here goes the test. Let us see. Let's see. Okay. Okay. What do I do? You're asking, what do I do? I feel that I've said it a number of throughout the reading. What should you do? And I cannot tell you yes or no. That's not, I can't. I can only give you certain advices of whether it's the good or the bad, but I cannot guide you on the yes or the no situation. I can't. It has to be your decision to know the path that you need to take, right? And again, whether it's bad or good is your decision. When you make those decisions after someone has said, I don't feel that this is good for you, then those are your choices. It's not the universe or the guys. No, because they bring us a point of us accepting those changes. Okay. And again, they bring people, they bring notions, they bring dreams, premonitions and whatnot to get us to the right path. And if we choose it, it's our choice. Okay. They always find a way to prevent us. They always do. Always. Our guardian angels, they always do. You've been through all this tough months here, okay? And you knew it was coming. We predicted it. So that was your choice. Fine. Let it be. Let it go. Now, write it down. What's my next step? What is it that I need to do? You knew how this person is since the beginning that we've been together with your readings, okay? And you let your guard down. And he took what he took, he did what he did because you let your guard down. You found a way to trust him more than anything. When he was not doing that to you, and yet he was doing other things, against you, your beliefs and whatnot. And so you gave it all to this person, and all is not about everything. Your money, your worth, your living, your beauty, your family. You gave it all. There's a limit to all. I didn't mean it that way, and now you have to recuperate everything. I will tell you this though, what they just said. The child that you leave with that other person, the absent parent, you need to get yourself together and get your own place. Decide, because if you really want to let go of whoever, you can be next door to that if and so or whoever. If you choose to not have no involvement whatsoever, you can be happy as fuck living next door to that person and have nothing to do with that person. Because when you're determined, it falls through straight. You see, like me, Scorpions, for example, when they say we're done, we mean the fuck we're done. And Taurus do that as well. When we're done, we don't give a shit how bad we love you. We don't give a shit how bad you come back and beg us. We're done, and we are not taking you in for nothing in the world. Taurus have that sensibility. Everybody does have that sensibility. Once they've had enough, and enough is enough, you let it go. So if you choose to stay in that city, then snap out of it and get your ass to get a job. Get your ass and I'm sorry, but somebody's not it. Okay, it is what it is. And you can decide to move elsewhere and have nothing to do with whoever it is, friends, family, lover, however. If you choose not to be around that person, follow a restraining order. If he has given you any probable cause, however way that it's against your will, whether it's physically, emotionally, Go and file a restraining order and let it stick. You already know that he is aggressive. You already know that he has bad intentions. You already know how his temperament is. So should you file it? Then you should, if you continue to be in that city. Okay? Or even if you move, file it so he won't follow you. I do see that there will be some legal issues for this person coming ahead right off the bat. So it could be his conduct or he has warrants. Now, or he'll get pulled over for drinking and probably having some drugs with him. Okay? I would suggest you better not be in that vicinity with this person too. Now, angels of the universe and of the heavens of God. Show me what must I need to know. Your happiness is your happiness. It's not everybody else's. You build your happiness, and whoever comes in, it's a part of that happiness. Angels of the universe of the heavens, show me. I'm going to find out to advise here. So this is for you. So yes, there is another person that is coming into your life. It's around the corner is what I heard. So I'm not sure if that person you're meeting before the year is over or into the first half of 2020. But most likely you'll be in 2020 here. Being that you're negative now, it may not kick in that fast. And so when it comes to that Scorpion, yes, he is in a relationship with someone else, yet he pretends to be with yours soon. Whatever it is that he's going or you're going through, somehow I feel that there's a resolution to it, meaning that you intend to maybe later on, who knows, even though things are negative between you and this person, you still have that feeling and thought still in you. It's an unfortunate, but it does happen, right? You were just not, and this is because of a denial. You were not literally hoping to leave so soon, from going from one place to the next. You were not hoping to move that soon, leave that soon. So there's going to be excuses, I feel, in reference to leaving here soon too. There might be some problems, probably because of a car or probably in transportation on the way out there or whatnot. But I see stallment in reference to that, okay? So be very mindful of that. I also feel that, work is there. It's coming along, but it's taking that toll for the moment. Probably because you're still stalling in the city here for this month of November and into December. I don't see this job relation coming in that quickly. Okay, so it might even kick in on the first half of 2020. You should have already been working, okay, but someone has dragged you down and pulled you down, and it's almost like keeping you there so you won't have nothing to do. They want to keep you there, and it may not even be on a spiritual sense, meaning that someone is doing anything. I feel that it is how that person comes into you. So it has to do, again, with that Scorpion, because of the way you allowed him to take in all of you, your energy, your physical way of beings, and so far. Then that in itself is like, I give you me, and so therefore he has kept that energy. You should have already been working. You should already been living on your own, okay? But because you allowed to run by that person's energy, then he has dragged you down, and down you are, okay? You need to regain that back. Now let's see. Well, his intentions are still to be there with you. He'll find another way. He thinks that you're there to be together till the ends of days. Death do us part is somehow is what he's saying. He does not want to see you with anybody. He does not want. It's almost like he's accusing you of sleeping with somebody, If he hasn't, be cautious, because he's gonna think that whatever actions you decide is because you either met someone. He has a lot. He has a lot. I don't know if he has your passwords. Um, he checks your phone. He goes through. I mean, he has. You're an open book for him, but he's not. He's unclear a lot of things about himself. This man. He's very temperamental, aggressive, even to himself, like he judges himself too much. And then he picks a certain stupid excuse, and it's almost like that excuse you give in. He seems to be falling more into that deep hole, whether it's emotionally, spiritually, or mentally, and physically. I think it's all a little bit of all, to be honest. He will find a way to manifest something for himself, though. To be more in that temperament and to be more violent, I feel, but also with you. Okay. He wants to inspire. Has he given you a ring? A ring engagement? Because I feel that he wants to find any ways to keep you there. Okay. Yes, but let's face it. Be very careful, because again, there is another woman in his path still as we speak, and another one on the way as well. So he is going to cheat. He's not a man to be faithful with any woman. And it has nothing to do with him loving you, because I feel that he does. But he loves you in an obsessive way. He loves you in a negative way, diminish diminish your ways of beings and things like that, like his slave almost, is how I sense it. And he likes that. He drives off of that. He has a sex addiction. I'm not sure if he's told you that, but he has not only just sex addiction, but he has other addictions as well. Okay. He has because he's done drugs, or still does. I feel that he has some mental issues toward that. Not just aggression or anger issues, but it might be something else in here. It's not about you feeling sorry for him either, and it's not about you, oh, okay, now I know, so now I can help him. No, you're not the doctor, and he's not someone to want to have that either, okay? So that would be your choice. There's going to be more conflicts between you and him, and I'm not sure if he's going to want, it's almost like his drive out of this, and he's going to feel that he's going to want to make you jealous, like drive by or be seen with someone else. Okay, so be careful. Angels of the universe and the heavens of God, I'm not saying to know here for my client. Thank you. You will find job. You will have that dream job that you wanted. It's going to come in, but it's going to take a little halt, okay? But it's there. It's telling me that it's there. I know that in your that you were not asking for this in your questions or readings, but I have to see a lot of things here when it comes to you, okay? And it's there. It's telling me there. Maybe someone is going to tell you about another. I don't know if you're talking to a male, from work or whatever it is, a friend. But someone here is telling you about another job that is coming in, and it's coming. It's going to be good. I'm not sure. I feel that you're going to be contemplating for a minute there, but you're going to make that move. You're going to make that change. And if it's not in this month of November, most likely it will be in December. Analyze the situations all this month in November. Don't be rushing. You're already where you are. So now find your space. I don't care where you are, with who you are right now. If it's a relative that you're staying or a friend that you consider that close, be mindful that there will be conflicts wherever it is that you are. So just clear your space, okay, and find a way to grow within that space itself. But I feel that December might be a prosperous more month for you to move, because it will be a month that whatever changes you make, they will stick for sure for a long time, for a long haul. So if you picked already the destination where you want to go, then you should already be looking online for apartments or for jobs and file it. It's coming. It is coming. Okay. Um, and I feel that I for some reason I started saying something and the energies shifted. When in reference to you getting getting that child, and I again, all these things need to move accordingly. In December will be the more proper month for you to get going. Okay, move on. Do everything now on phone, computer. You can even lease an apartment at that time. Look everything, however way, but get it. And if you need to go and get some type of government help, do it. Do it. Okay. And I need you to be on your own by January, period. Okay. And I need you to come and take your child from where it is, unless the child is happy where that child is. Okay. But I do feel that if you prolong the situation and you let that child stay where that parent, mind you, excuse me, how that parent's been with you, that parent might decide to file child support on you. Okay? Just saying. Warning you. That parent has not done their part in years, and now they're going to come back and do that to you in less than 3 months even. So prepare yourself for that. So you need to get action. Unless your child is happy where that child is, content and being loved and nurtured and cared, then that's the child's choice. But most of the time, just like a lover, the absent parent will do all the best to pamper the child and keep them happy, and bang, file child support, and then they don't give a shit about the child. Okay. So you're gonna be like, enough is enough. I'm done with this. I'm tired of this. He can have whoever he have, and I am just okay. Yes. Okay, let me see something here. Thank you, angels of the universe and the heavens. Oh gosh, no, I'm listening to my mind. So you will have no communication when you decide to do that between you and this person. You'll decide to not have no type of communication with this person. You'll decide to let it done and be over with. Okay? Something's going to happen all of a sudden that's going to make you understand and realize that it's just not, it's not what you looked at, what you thought of. Unexpectedly, maybe unintentionally or intentionally, from you or from this person, is going to make that change that is coming in, whether he sees you unexpectedly, follows you, and then it's an occurrence of some type of situation between you and this person that is going to awaken all kinds of things here. Okay. If this person decides to say, okay, let's just, let's just get engaged or whatever, for some reason I feel that something like this is in the energy between you and this person. I feel that it's only because to keep you there. If could be possibly that he's thinking of that or may act upon that. Know that it's not gonna be healthy. It's just not gonna be healthy between you and this person, this Scorpio. I think that he wants to find by any means find a way to keep you here. And to say, I promised you this, that we will get married, I promised you that, and I promise, oh, here it is, and come up with a ring or something. I feel that he's trying to manipulate the situation here, telling you that you're listening to whoever that is wrong, that you're doing things because someone is giving you the wrong advices, or whatever it may be. He might even get family members or friends or whatever to relate to him and come to you to be on his behalf. Those people don't want to see good in you. Okay. Um, so again, be aware, because if you give in to this, it will be worse for you, between you and this person. I think the cycle is done and over with, but it will be your choice. Okay? If you let it stick now before this, for the rest of this year, and you don't change it, it's going to be quite 10 times worse by next year. One advice for money. Okay. Well, reconcile within you. I do feel that you've talked or asked guidance by the universe or the people that passed on. And they have tried or will try again to communicate to you. So it will be your choice. Once you see that dream, feel that person that passed on to guide you in perspectively. A lot of the times it's like you already know what you've been doing is wrong, but yet you're still there, hoping to have that faith that it will be better next time around, or that he'll change what he promised. But that's a naive sense of way. You can, being in love is one thing, but being stupid is another. Okay, when people keep promising and they don't act and they don't change, then it's never going to be. They're never going to be who you expect them to be or want them to be, or they're never going to be that what you're desiring and needing from a relationship. Okay, you or them. Again, as always, I wish you the very best. Make the right decisions that are suited for you. Love and light, and thank you.